All right, everyone, welcome back to another live stream. Today, we will continue looking at trades on gold and US30. Today is September 26th. It is a Friday, so it is going to be the last day of the week, which means last day for trading this week. Let's take a look at what is happening. Well, one thing first on US30, what we're looking at is we have been interested in buys from this area. What we see right here is that starting last night, price did actually start to respect this POI. Let's go to the US30, a little bit more clear. We're also in this range. We're bullish overall. Looking at the line chart as well, what we can see is we have only been creating higher highs and higher lows. And while there is a lot of liquidity down here that is good to be taken, what we see right here is we are actually getting a nice break of structure. So this 4-hour candle is going to close in about 15 minutes. But as you can see, we are pushing quite bullish. Now, what I see over here is that right before we pushed into New York session, we did actually take out London low. Now, what I'm interested in seeing is I actually would like price to come back down here before giving us a buy signal in order for us to buy this up. So let's continue to wait to see what US30 looks like. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and drop down to, or actually move over to gold. So gold is in a very interesting area. So what we see right here is overall, we are pretty bullish, and we have taken out liquidity from this area right here. But as you can see, what this has just been doing is adding more and more trendline liquidity. Now, we are seeing right here that price can push up. However, I'm of the bias, again, never marry a bias, that we are actually going to see a sell. And the reason for that is because right here, what I noticed is that, you know what, actually what I'm seeing now, there is actually quite a lot of liquidity, just kind of, this is all liquidity, isn't it? I guess then I'm going to change my bias to bullish. Originally, I was looking for the sell, but I guess we haven't really gotten a confirmation of the sell, right? We've only seen bullish behavior. And so it makes sense to continue buying up gold. Let's see. I'm just signing into my trading account right now. Looks like I had gotten signed out, so just give me one moment while I go ahead and get that set up. All right, we are back. Let's go ahead and share our screen again. Yep, so what we're seeing right here is a little bit unsure of, are we going to continue bullish or are we going to see bears come into play? So what we see here is there's just so much liquidity just waiting to be taken. We are overall bullish. We haven't made any indication that we are selling off. Now, one thing that would show me that is if we started to see some type of break of structure from here. But again, this is a lower probability trade because we are trending bullish. We do see all of this liquidity waiting to be taken out at the top. Wow, I had entered a buy right here. It would have been nice if I was still in it, huh? Let's take a look at what happened during Asian sessions. Asian session pushed down, took liquidity from like right here, pushed up. London ended up taking liquidity right there. And we've just been getting continuations of pushes up. Here's another sign of liquidity. I think I might actually just go ahead and buy up hold right now, to be honest. Is there any news coming out? I don't think so. No, see, stop loss has to be, there's all liquidity waiting to be taken out right here. Nice one would be like this. But are we going to continue bullish right now? Are we going to see bears come into play? Let's drop down to the 2-minute. I think if we see a break above right here, we can get in. Let's see how this 2-minute closes. Is this the candle that pushes up? We have about 20 minutes left, right? So I might not actually enter this trade right now. I might actually wait for this 15-minute, this candle to play out, as well as the next 15-minute candle. You know, either we're going to push up pretty heavy, or we could see price come down, come into like this area before we see like another push up. So let's just see how gold behaves. I'm not going to enter a trade right now. All right. Well, like I said, US30 has been just pushing up so nicely. Gold actually, sorry, gold actually just opened up. Sorry. Yeah, we can see we already breached yesterday's high. I think we're heading towards bulls. So what I'm seeing right here is this seems like an initial reaction from this liquidity sweep that just took place. I'm interested to see, I want to make sure that we have a strong low, which as of right now, I don't see a strong low because there's so much liquidity just down here. Price could easily come here before we reverse and push higher again, right? So I'm going to wait. If I was to turn bearish, yeah, see this POI is being respected. Are you in a sell bias? If you are in a sell bias, you need to see something indicate that you are looking to sell off. All right, gold, let's go ahead and hold off. I'm not going to be making decision, at least for the next 18 minutes. So let's go in and let's take a look at US30 up until then. So yeah, US30 is looking extremely bullish. If I was to go ahead and mark out the areas, the range that we were looking at, see, I guess this doesn't really range right there, low right there, high. I might actually just keep my analysis on US30, yeah. So let's take a look. 17 minutes left. We are looking quite bullish. 1 hour, again, we are looking extremely bullish. 30 minutes. Okay, that broke structure. 15 minutes. Let's go 5 minute. Yeah. I mean, I want price to come back down into this area before I buy it up. But yeah, we're targeting 46,715 on US30. I think we're going to break all-time highs again. So let's see how the next couple of candles look. Right now, we're not interested into a buy or a sell on either US30 or gold. Yeah, so gold ends up looking quite bullish. Looking at the 2-minute, I feel pretty comfortable going ahead, setting a buy limit right here. Stop loss will place right below, and our take profit will be right here. So let's actually drop this a little bit lower. Let's see if we do one. Yeah, US30, we need to see some more price action before we are interested in buys. Gold looks so bullish. It's actually crazy. All right, so right here we are looking to enter a trade on gold. So gold actually, the 4 hour has started, so I do feel pretty comfortable if we were to get into this trade. Now on the 15-minute, I think I might have actually set my entry a little too late. Let's see how price action behaves from this place. And what we're looking for is we want to see a buy on the 2-minute. We have gotten our confirmation. So right now what I would be looking for is I need price to push back down. There is a nice gap right in this area where price could come and tap in. Our stop loss is going to be below that. However, we just need an entry right now. So let's see what price looks like. Let's see what the 5 minutes. The 5 minutes ending right now. 2-minute. Let's see if the next 5-minute candle. See, we have about 10 minutes left in this move. What we are looking for is bearish. Let's see price come right back into this area. I'm going to set my entry a little bit higher than setting it into this fair value gap. While I do think that we can come in and tap that area, I'm going to go ahead and set my stops a little bit lower to accommodate for that. We also see this order block showing up on the 1 minute, and so we can break through, but let's go ahead and see. 5 minute is looking quite bearish. Yep, so we are entered in. Now, I would say definitely in the next 5 minutes, we need to see a continuation candle. Otherwise, what we could be seeing is the start of a downtrend. So price needs to push up from this area. Let's see what we see. Again, on the 2-minute, we are seeing we have gotten our confirmation right here because price did push up, and we are entering off of here. So according to this trade, if we were to set our exit at the top of New York, let's do a quick look as to what that would look like. So we will go back and let's do a quick check. Yeah, it's about $1,500. So let's see how the day goes. We are looking to capture at least up until take this trade at least up until the high of New York. However, we are looking still pretty bullish. So price does need to continue pushing up. Let's see what we get price behaving. That's okay if price comes back. We are expecting price to push into this box right here. My entry was placed a little bit higher, but as soon as we see price tap into this box, we should be seeing price shoot up. Again, what I'm looking at over here is a confirmation from the 2-minute where we are seeing bullish behavior. We did see quite a few breaks in structure. And from here, what we expect next is push up. So there we go. Price is pushing up. And we want price to finish off the next 2 minutes. Yep, there we go. 2-minute closed looking pretty bullish. Let's see what the 5-minute was looking like. So 5-minute did just open up. So here we need price to continue pushing up. And that is going to help us move in the right direction. While we're waiting for gold to push up, let's take a look at what is happening on US30. So today, as a recap, we are looking for buys from this box. And so inside of our range, we had marked out this box as an interesting area. We call this a point of interest, where we expect price to shoot up from. Price has shot up pretty significantly from this area. Now, what we see over here is we do see another POI pushing right here. And this is where I would expect price to push back down. So I'm looking for price to come back into the lower 4600s, 100 area. And from here, let's see, this 4-hour candle also closes in 7 minutes. So the next 4-hour candle, we can see a nice wick down before we see the continuation. So again, we're still just waiting. We are looking interested in US30 as well, but only if it was to take out New York high, then we would be looking for entries. So let's see, while we are looking for a sell from here, do we see a sell criteria? Do we see our sell criteria fit? Let's see. I mean, I don't see my sell criteria in so far. Let's go back and take a look at what gold is looking like. All right, gold is continuing higher. We're back at the 2-minute candle. So about 15 seconds left. Would like for this to be a little bit more bullish. So we're seeing price push back down, but what we really need right now is price to push up. So let's see what price can give us. This 2-minute candle, this last 5-minute candle is gonna be important. But however, the higher time frame, we are looking at the 15-minute candle to see this end bullish, right? So we have about after this 5-minute candle closes in about 40 seconds, we will see price the last candle push up, and that will be a great indication for us to go ahead and take out New York high. So we're going to stay patient with this trade. All right, so we do see that price is pushing up. We have 18 seconds left in this candle. The more bullish it is, the better it is for us. All right, yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll spend time on the 15-minute. What we need here is we need a more bullish candle what that is going to help us do is we do see that the hour is closing as well. So right now it is 8:55 a.m. Central, and hour is going to end in about 5 minutes. So let's see how this next 5 minute closes. The more bullish it is, the higher the odds are that we will take out New York in the next 15. So we are continuing to monitor. US30 is continuing to push up. That is to be expected. I think it's going to be this next 4-hour candle where we see retracement before we see the push up. So let's take a look. Yeah, I'm still looking higher. Not interested in US30 at the moment. We will come back to US30 in about 4 minutes. For right now, let's continue to spend some time on gold. Again, we are looking bullish because we have this lower time frame, this lower bullish uptrend move, indicating that we are going to continue pushing up. Now let's see. Gold looks like it is coming down. It is respecting this 15-minute. This is a high probability area for where we could see a sell-off occur as well. The reason why is because gold has just taken out liquidity from this area. So it's not, it wouldn't be unexpected if gold just shot down from here. Would not be unexpected. But what we are looking to ride is more a continuation up until New York, and then we will monitor to see what it looks like. But right now, we don't have any indication that price is pushing down. Everything that we have indication of is that price is respecting lows and pushing higher. So we're going to ride that trend for as long as we can. Once we see a break of structure to the downside, that is when our bias will switch and we will move into more of a sell bias rather than a buy bias. So currently, let's continue to look at what this 5-minute close is like. I actually do like how this 5-minute candle came and took out the lows of the last two 5-minute candles. Let's see what that looks like on a lower time frame. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. I just need this to continue pushing up now. Now, again, the exit criteria on gold is, so I guess we have two areas where we're interested in, right? We can take a sell. We can close off our position at New York high from today, or we could look to ride this up until New York high for yesterday as the next point of structure for us. I think what really would help determine that is how we close. I don't mind taking partials at this New York high. So let's see, if we were to take one right here, we'll close essentially about $700. If I was to close, I think I'm going to close all of it at this high. Which, let's see, does that make sense? Does it make sense to go ahead and close off? What I'm seeing, I just don't like how there's this POI and we could see a reversal fall through right here. That's the reason why I'm not liking it, and that's the reason why I would want to just go ahead and take full profit right here. But nothing, that's more of a feeling. Looking at the charts, nothing is indicating a sell as of right now. Everything so far has been indicating a buy. So next hour just opened. We don't have any news going on right now, so nothing to um, expect price to just push up really, really quickly. But I think what we could see is price start to fall back down. Let's see. Let's see what it goes on. Gold, US30 now. US30 is just on a tear. Wow. It is shooting up like crazy. Yesterday we were looking for sells from this area. And today we are looking for buys. I mean, it is looking beautiful the way the 1 hour has just taken out all of these lower candles right here. So we're happy with the way the market is looking right now. If anything, this is going to give us a good indication for next week to continue bullish. So again, let's see if US30 decides to push down. Let's go ahead and set an alert where we would be interested in getting into a trade. I'm going to go ahead and set it down here. I need to see at least a 50% retracement. I need like a nice discount before I get interested. All right, gold is pushing up higher, so that is moving well. Let's see. All right, I just got news. I got news that my live stream was frozen. So let's go ahead and share our screen. This is where we're at right now. We're pushing up on US30, or sorry, on gold. We are looking pretty high up. And yeah, I mean, this confirms that we are looking bullish. I might actually close this trade out early at around 2K profit. I'm happy with that for ending the week off. First week trading with live money. And also I'm interested in getting into a US30 buy later on. So I don't mind going ahead and closing out of gold a little bit early. So let's go ahead and do this. What we'll do is we will move our sell limit to right over here. And what that does is once price comes back in that area, we will go ahead and get taken out. All right, there we go. We have closed out of the trade. I'm okay with taking profits early today. I know we were originally looking to take this trade a little bit higher into New York, but we're gonna enjoy the profits for the first week. This week has been really good for us. This week, we ended up passing our funded challenge, which was about 6%. So we made about $6,000. We made about $2,000 on our live account. Okay with that. Let's take a look at US30 now. I'm still going to be monitoring and taking a look at what US30 looks like. Interested in buys. Gold is pushing high. Was it a bad idea to close this trade out early? Well, I probably could have made another $1,000, but you know what? It's okay. Let's just take where we are. We'll enjoy the profits. So far, our best day is $2,000, so we are looking good on that front. We will continue to take some more trades. Our best day, hopefully, will be around. My maximum goal for a day is $3,000. The big reason for that is the consistency rule that Alpha Futures has on it, where my biggest day cannot be more than 40% of my total profits. And what that means is if I take $3,000 as my best day, I need to have a total profit of more than $7,000 or more than around $7,000 in order for me to be able to withdraw some money out. So right now we have pushed out around maybe 2K. Happy with that. I think going forward, I want to do a better job of holding my trades until it either hits my take profit or until it hits my stop loss. Like for example, right here, we had this really nice push up and I went ahead and took profit where I am expecting gold to push a little bit higher, but that's okay. We do see that our alert on US30 did just hit. So there we go. We are seeing some nice bearish movement on US30. Let's see if there's an opportunity to get into a sell over here. So going back, go ahead and exit out of here. Yeah, I mean, we're expecting this 4-hour candle did just open. So we are expecting price to push down nicely. I'm not really interested in a sell. I mean, if I was to get into a sell, it would be very low. Low. Hey Arsh, welcome back to the stream. Profits for sure. Glad you're with us, and you're here taking a look at what we have going on. We're not gonna be looking at on gold anymore. We're gonna be taking a look at US30 now. Let's take a look at how this plays out. Let's see right here. I would like for this New York low to be taken out. It is possible that we see, this get respected. But the reason why I'm saying that is going back to our line chart. We've had this really big push to the upside. Now, what I want price to break this low. Um, and what that does to me is it takes out a minimum of 15-minute liquidity, which is part of my strategy. I like to see at least 15-minute liquidity be swept before I enter a trade. And so I'm not expecting that to happen during this 15-minute candle. I'm guessing it's probably going to respect this POI and shoot up. We'll probably falter in this area for the next 15 to 30 minutes. And then I do expect price to shoot down and take out this area before we push higher. So let's continue to see what goes on. Let's go back and take a look at gold. Wow, gold is pushing up so nicely. I think if I had held this trade to its take profit, we would have just ended off the day with a 3K profit, which is the maximum goal that I have per day. That's okay. We have a lot more days ahead of us, and so no need to hold back. Gold has just behaved so nicely. What this move really is showing us is that we are actually going to go and take out London High. Now, the way if we do not go and take out London High, what does that mean? That means that we have turned bearish, and then it's going to be a lot of fun just riding the sells on gold as well, because it's been a long time coming. As you can see on the 4-hour, I mean, we can go down to like the daily, the weekly, but we have been pushing up on gold since, man, let's actually go to the weekly because it's been too long. We have been pushing up on gold since October of 2022. So this buy just made sense according to structure. Again, if I would just held it a little bit longer, I would have hit my 3K profit for the day. US30. So look at this. Sorry, gold. Look at this. As you can see, we had marked out this 2 minute area, price tapped perfectly in here and just shot up. That is beautiful price action. That is so nice. Wow. All right. Well, we have gone ahead and taken profit on gold for the day. We are interested in US30. All right, so what do we see on US30? We see, there we go, prices coming back down here. Gold has blown past our original take profit, and it is heading up until 38.24. So we'll see. I mean, this was the entry right here. I was in the trade. I ended up exiting the trade early. US30 so far doing exactly what we expect it to be doing. What it's doing right here is it's making a reaction off of this POI, pushing down. What I would like to see is I would like for the 15 minute to close below here. That would give us an indication that we have broken past over here. What we could see happen right now is it creates a little bit more liquidity, and then the next 15-minute candle close takes it out. So we'll just wait and see what happens. Dang, gold is pushing up so much. Wow. All right, let's check out a few things on US30, right? So this is where we were expecting price to actually come down to. Let's go and take a look at the daily really quickly. So daily has pushed down. As you can see, we already took out yesterday's high on the daily. Weekly is looking like a doji. 7 hour is looking. That's still too long left in that. And this makes sense. This is totally okay that we're seeing this price action show up. what we would need to see here is some type of confirmation that we want to push up, right? So we're gonna wait a little bit longer. Um, I see that price is already taken out like this low right here, so I'm not necessarily looking to like say that we're waiting for this low to be broken or Asian low to be broken. I'm okay with that not being the case. I'm okay with buying from this area, but let's just take a look, right? So 30-minute just ended, right? Let's go take a look at the 30-minute candle. This is beautiful. I like how it took out this wick. To be honest, I want this wick to be taken out as well before we get the buy, right? So what I'm looking for is, yes, another push down below this low, and then from there is where I would like to see bullish behavior. Wow, gold is just pushing higher and higher. This is beautiful. All right, chat. I'm going to go ahead and close the live stream today. While we are looking really nice and bullish, we did get a nice sweep of liquidity right here, and we use this as a strong. We can say this can be considered a strong low because it swept liquidity and broke structure and created a new high. So while that is amazing, I'm expecting that price shoots up from this area. I do see that happening, but I need a little bit more confirmation. So I guess I'll wait to see what this 5 minute looks like. Yeah, I mean, I need all of this to be taken for sure. Yeah, we got equals right there as well. Yeah, I mean, if we get this as a clear sweep and then a bullish move up, then I'll consider getting into the buy. All right, I'll stay out a little longer. Let's see, it's 9:38. Today I'll trade until like 10, so another 22 minutes. There we go. On the 5 minute, we saw that sweep right there. Perfect. Now what we're waiting for is, there we go. We got a break of here. Perfect. So far, price is expecting is showing up as expected. Let's wait until this 5 minute closes out.